Where do I even begin today, guys? Welcome back for another jam-packed daily market update. If you're new and just finding this channel, well, welcome on board. Do check out that subscribe button because we drop an update just like this every single day around 1 p.m. UK time to help you guys stay up to date with the latest and greatest things happening in the crypto space, but also the broader markets. And it was the crypto ball. Donald Trump hosted a crypto ball. We're going to be listening to what David Sachs had to say to kick the video off. And then, of course, we're going to talk about Trump's meme coin. Trump has officially launched a meme coin. And there's a lot of mixed feelings, I think, around this. I think it's a bit of a risky move for him. However, the meme coin, and we're going to look at it, is now 32nd in terms of market cap. Which, you know, I think there's so many great projects out there. I think this perhaps kind of takes away from them. I've always been a little bit against meme coins personally. However, what I'm not against is people making money. And if people can make money in meme coins and they do offer opportunities, I actually think meme coins are going to do very well. We looked, of course, at Dogecoin and Shiba. And I actually hold a number of meme coins in my portfolio that you guys can unlock if you become a Patreon. There is a place for meme coins. I'm not a hater on meme coins. I'm not a hater on people making money. I just think that actually DLT is a real impactful technology. We have people on the show. Just the other day, we interviewed the CEO of the Algorand Foundation, Stacey Ward, and she's got an extremely impressive career. And, you know, that interview, you kind of get the impactful nature of Algo, but more broadly, I know Chainlink were all over that ball. Sergey was obviously there. Very nice to see them represented. So I have a little bit of a... I'm not the biggest fan of meme coins, I'll say it. I know that might upset some people. But what I am a fan of is people making money. So if people do that, that's fine. Then there was an absolute wave of ETFs that were filed yesterday that we're going to look at. Obviously, this is all in preparation for a new legislative body, referring to the SEC, Senate alumnus, working to get that strategic Bitcoin reserve. Also, the Massachusetts Senator, Peter Durant, has now introduced legislation for a Bitcoin strategic reserve. And then we'll look at the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin's been kind of ranging really since November the 20th. Many altcoins done very well on the back end of that. And it's kind of at the top end of this range. You know, we'll take a look at it all. We'll break everything down. As I said, guys, there's a lot to get into. Let's take a look at what David Sachs had to say at the ball yesterday, and then we'll kick things off with a meme coin.
The reign of terror against crypto is over. And the beginning of innovation in America for crypto has just begun.
The reign of terror against crypto is over and the innovation has begun. I do think on the 20th we're going to see some pretty insane things. Actually, InfoWars, Alex Jones had a kind of, I certainly wouldn't call him a prophet, but somebody who talks about visions they have relating to God and things like this. We might do a video on that. That might be a cool video. Talking about what he's expecting on the 20th. Which is an interesting video for an entirely different video. There's a lot for us to cover. So David Sachs, of course, is going to be heading. He's the crypto czar, crypto and AI czar. There's massive opportunities there. What we're going to see on the 20th and beyond, and certainly post, is this industry actually really starting to be allowed to become what it was initially intended to be. I don't think I am very concrete, and I know some of you don't appreciate me sharing this because it kind of puts maybe a little bit of a negative slant on this kind of technological transformation, but I do think the real intent was never Bitcoin. It was more broadly to issue in this kind of global system, and I think we're starting to see that. I actually don't think Bitcoin... I could see a future where actually Bitcoin isn't the top crypto. This is from Trump. A new official Trump meme coin is here. It's time to celebrate everything we stand for. Winning. Join my very special Trump community. Get your Trump now. Go to etc. etc. GetTrumpMeme.com. Have fun. Yeah, I have very mixed reviews on this. I have very mixed feelings. I don't think he needed to do it. Is he doing it to make money? Is he doing it to show his embrace of the industry? Is he just having a bit of fun? Is it a promotional thing? Actually, this meme coin is now 30... apologies, guys, I'm getting calls. I'm getting a lot of calls on the back end of all of this, of course. It's now 32nd in terms of market cap, and it currently has a $5.2 billion market cap. You've got coins out there like Hedera that's only at 15 billion. You know, we are still very early in terms of a space. This is kind of Twitter's spiel on it all. Trump's coin surges to pass 15 billion in terms of market cap. Donald Trump has launched a meme coin named Trump on Solana blockchain. Solana doing very well today. Also, we do have that price prediction on Sol we think is going to come to fruition. In fact, let's talk about that because Sol's doing well. It might be interesting. I know many of you probably are Solana holders. Solana up 10% today. Remember, we have given... What was our Solana price prediction? Round about 2K Sol. You know, all-time high resistance, pull back, bouncing off this sort of consolidation that was just after you triggered your neckline, and you'll see continuation on the back end of that. But to stick to the topic at hand, it's quickly surged to 15 billion in market cap. The coin's value has dramatically increased, with some investors seeing returns within hours of its launch. This event has sparked discussion on the influence of celebrity endorsement in cryptocurrencies and the volatile nature of meme-based tokens. So just be careful. I'm not going to be taking part in this. It's not for me to. It's not something I don't want to be jumping in now. Can people make money in this? It's really up to them. You know, I don't particularly know. I know we're hearing lots of stories, as we always do. How many of them are genuine or not? Of people now making millions off of this. This one trader put $1 million in. He's now made something like 12 million or something. But just be careful, guys, as always. Do your own due diligence. This is significant, obviously, from the aspect that the president has launched a meme coin. The most powerful man in the world, Donald Trump, has launched a meme coin. It's doing very well. It's 32nd in terms of market cap. I think we're going to see this continue to climb. Yeah, I want to know your thoughts, really, because I have mixed feelings, and I want to know what you guys have to say. But there's a hell of a lot going on outside of this. Obviously, the crypto ball, there's lots of pictures coming out. Michael Saylor chatting with Sergey. Very ironic because Michael Saylor's Bitcoin's the only use for a distributed ledger technology, just like all the other maxis. And yet, you know, I think actually other DLTs are going to be used far more broadly than Bitcoin. And Bitcoin largely isn't used for anything that it was originally designed. I say anything. There is some people, I'm sure, using it peer-to-peer. But it's not that kind of an asset. It's not the asset that it was, or it's not the thing that it was when it was initially given to us in 2008. And it actually, the white paper was released on the 31st of October 2008. And the first Genesis block was in January. Other really interesting news, Eric Balanchunas, the guy to follow when it comes to ETFs, songs of James Seyfarth. Gensler wasn't even out of the building for 5 minutes, and the ETF industry unloaded a massive crypto filing frenzies. Half a dozen so far. This is from James Seyfarth. New just had a flurry of crypto-related ETFs filings in the last 30 minutes. First are from Tidal, is the Oasis crypto digital asset debt strategy. The information herein, something. We'll have to look into these in a lot more detail and find out what assets they involved. It says it will invest in debt securities, digital asset mining, data center companies, utility energy companies. Interesting. Direct holdings of digital assets, technological and semiconductor companies, platform and payment companies, global asset manager, financial providing services. New proposal from CoinShares. ProShares, sorry, not CoinShares. ProShares just filed the Solana Futures ETF. Volatility Shares also filed for one of these back in December. Interesting because there aren't CME futures yet. And I'm sure if Coinbase Sol futures are large and liquid enough, or he's not sure, let's go back to the thread. Also, CoinShares just filed to launch a ETF based on their CoinShares Compass Crypto Market Index. Will be called CoinShares Digital Asset ETF. So this will be likely a basket of cryptos. Also missed this one from earlier in the week. VanEck, they're launching a on-chain economy ETF. It will be actively managed. ProShares just filed a bunch of XRP ones. So the futures, the shorts, short ETFs, etc., etc. So things are really heating up. Things are really moving. I think it's a very interesting prospect that we have as crypto investors in the sense that we're actually front-running Wall Street. Wall Street haven't actually come in and productorized or bundled this industry into products that they can use and utilize. That's still to come, and that's going to unlock billions, trillions of dollars, in my opinion. So it's very interesting what we're seeing. Most cryptos out there will have ETFs. If they've got any kind of staying power, there'll be basket ETFs, et cetera, et cetera. We're still in this kind of infancy stage, and we actually looked at ETPs that already existed, like 21 Shares' Crypto Index, Bitwise Top 10 Index, Grayscale's Large Cap, and we've got higher targets for them. We've had them for a while, and we've been able to say, okay, well, if they're going to do well, they track a basket of altcoins. It's like the altcoin sector is going to do well, which aligns with our broader vision of the markets broadly. Interestingly, also, I do think we're going to get that Bitcoin strategic reserve. I think it's quite likely. Working hard to get strategic Bitcoin reserve and comprehensive digital asset legislation across the finish line. Thanks for your support. There's a number of other individuals here. Obviously, Senator Lummis been very supportive of the cryptocurrency space. Massachusetts Senator Peter Durant introduces legislation for strategic Bitcoin reserve. I think we're likely going to get that. And actually, we covered earlier this week, there was rumors about more of a broader crypto reserve that's likely going to put forward American-based cryptos. And in regards to the markets, one of the main partakers in the markets are institutions within America. The US ETFs hold more Bitcoin than anybody. Not really Satoshi's vision to be giving Bitcoin to the hands of institutions. It was really meant for the people. But anyway, I hate to keep digressing on that, but it's important that people sort of wake up and smell the roses or smell the coffee or whatever the saying is. I'm not quite sure. If the US want to prioritize US companies, they're going to do that through leveraging the investment institutes that they have. This is often how they do things to maintain that global strategic reserve. So we're going to see the floodgates open when it comes to these and the kind of pouring in of capital. Now, that's very exciting, certainly for the ones that get ETFs like HBAR, et cetera, et cetera. We looked at Sol. Obviously, our big plan on BTC is very much just being followed. Stick to the plan, guys. We can help you mitigate all that short-term noise and FUD and fear, uncertainty, and doubt that comes from Twitter and all these other various sources that's very much just news-driven. We have a broader plan. There was, and we told people and we warned people about this inverse head and shoulder and said, don't do it because you're betting on a small pattern in a bigger trend that's against the bigger trend. Your probabilities of getting that right are a lot less likely. You want to get as many things in your favor as possible. But really, actually, this is just turning into more of a range. And Bitcoin did touch what is perhaps the top end of this range. It's having a bit of a pullback. I think ultimately this is just going to lead to continuation. This is just a period of consolidation before it really rockets and we see that continuation. And that's likely going to come on the back end of all the fundamental things that are happening. We've covered some of them. Obviously, it was the crypto ball yesterday. David O. Sachs really promoting the industry there and saying, kind of giving us a heads up on what's to come. Trump launching a meme coin. Mixed feelings, to be honest. Good exposure for the cryptocurrency space. Might get people into crypto. Some people might make money off of it, but is it really necessary? And what's the intent behind it? I'm still unsure. You know, is it just have a bit of fun? Whatever. Also, we've got loads of ETFs coming. Great for the industry. Bitcoin strategic reserve very much on its way. This year is going to be a sensational one, guys. There's always a bull market narrative. This one was going to come. Just like with Bitcoin dominance, there's always a reason people say, oh, it's just Bitcoin this cycle. No ding dong. That's not been the case thus far. It's not going to continue to be the case. There will be a massive altcoin narrative that does see that Bitcoin dominance roll. It's hanging very heavy at the moment. I do think we're on the cusp of that. That is it from me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to love and leave each and every one of you on that note. Thanks a lot, as always, for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.